Right. No, it's great to be here. I'm really happy right now. You know, I really needed cheering up because, like most comedians, I just broke up with my girlfriend, and that was kind of rough. You know, we had a great relationship, but it had to end. It was time to end. We were looking for different things. You know, she wanted to settle down. I didn't. She wanted to have kids. I didn't. She wanted to date somebody with a beard. I didn't. Yeah. No, when I told her it was over, she was like, "But there were sparks whenever we kissed." I'm like, "Babe, that's always been static. Can't rub two carpets together." But anyway. So I'm single now. That's not going well. You know, I signed up for one of those dating sites. I make my profile. I answer all the questions. I start rolling through my matches, right? The first match I get is this gorgeous blonde woman in this black leather ensemble. And I'm like, "Oh, cool. She likes Batman. I'm down with this." So I roll through her profile, and it's like there's a section that says, "You should message me if." I'm reading it. It says, "You should message me if you want me to tie you to the bed, drip hot wax on your chest, pour tomato soup on your crotch." And I'm like, "Whoa, lady, listen. My dick is many things to many people, but it is not a grilled cheese sandwich." Oh, man. So I got down to the bottom, and it said, "You should message me if you want me to make you feel like a little boy again." I thought about it, you know, I took stock of where I was at. I had a boner. I really wanted it to go away. That's what I remember. That's how I remember being a little boy. With me, fellas? Awkward puberty boner joke? Not doing it for Pittsburgh? All right, moving on. But, no, it was cool because the girl I was dating, we worked together at this grocery store. And they say don't date your coworkers, but there's definite benefits that people overlook. It was a terrible job, awful. But there was always somebody there for me, you know. I always had someone, I had backup, I had someone I could vent to. And if we both wrapped up a particularly terrible day, we had this ritual we could partake in that I like to call retail frustration sex. It went a little something like this. Like, I'd just be down there, you know, we'd be at my house or her house or the car, if it was one of those days. Get like McDonald's coffees chilling in the cup holders, you know, I'm classy. I'd be down in there like, "Oh, yeah, take it. Take that 5 pounds of turkey you made me slice and then never came back for, bitch!" And then she'd be all like, "Oh, yeah, Daddy, yeah. Oh, I'll take that $300 order. Oh, bring it to my register 5 minutes before we close." And that is the most animated I will be during this entire routine. So. Yeah. Now would be a good time for a cigarette break. Where's my smokers at? Round of applause. My smokers, cigarettes. Yes, thank you.
Why am I cheering? It's a bad habit.
I know. Listen, I like cigarettes. I don't apologize for myself. I like cigarettes and I like smoking, but cigarettes make me feel a little bit like a whore sometimes. Follow me on this train. Think about the action you're taking. You know, you take a little white rod, you put it in your mouth, you suck on it, till it's a shriveled remnant of its former self. You die a little on the inside, and somewhere far away, a guy in a nice suit makes a couple of bucks. Oh man, I love comedy. I came all the way down here just to do this open mic. Scranton's not in Western Pennsylvania, by the way. It's in the bumfuck. It's northeast. Like, I'm bordering New York, so appreciate me a little more. Appreciate me a little more. Yeah, but no, you know, I love comedy. I've been doing it for a year now. I love it. Sometimes I get a little bit of writer's block. I like to put on music. But the unfortunate part of that is that the flavor of the music tends to seep into my jokes a little bit. Like, I wrote a bunch of jokes while listening to Tupac, and they were really, really good, but I can't figure out how to keep telling them after I'm dead. I wrote a bunch of jokes while listening to Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. I'll be goddamned if they don't sync up perfectly with The Wizard of Oz. There's my stoners. I wrote a bunch of jokes. This one will go over well from what I've seen. I wrote a bunch of jokes listening to the Star Wars soundtrack. The first couple of jokes I wrote were great, but then I wrote New Beginnings for them and it ruined the whole fucking thing. Oh, that should suck. You like Star Wars jokes? I got a few. You know what I hate? George Lucas has gone on record saying that Star Wars is a movie intended for like the 10 to 15-year-old age bracket. These movies are aimed at children. Keeping that in mind, let's run down the first hour of the first Star Wars movie. A big ship is chasing a little ship. They catch it. a bunch of guys in scary white armor board the ship and kill a bunch of people. Then an even scarier guy in black armor shows up and breaks a dude's neck with his mind. Next scene, a young and idealistic man has his dreams crushed by the grim realities of space poverty. Then, his aunt and uncle have, his only loved ones have their property stolen, and then they're killed. Then there's a bar fight, there's dismemberment, there's a guy who gets killed over a black market deal gone wrong, genocide on an unimaginable scale, captured by the evil space authorities. Finally, a murderous tentacle monster in the fucking garbage. And toy companies saw this universe of unrelenting horror and were like, action figures! Alright. Oh, man. I'll leave you guys with one final thought. Some wisdom. I'll carry a little wisdom down to you guys from the frozen Northeast. Someone once told me that the key to stand-up comedy, and really any performance, is to build a relationship with your audience. Keeping that thought in mind. I'm up here bitching about my life. You're out there drinking to make me bearable. At the end of the night, nobody's going to put out. So I put it to you, hambones in Pittsburgh, that we have not just built a relationship, we've built the perfect marriage. All right, thank you, and good night.
Ted Hebert, everybody! From Scranton in western Pennsylvania. Dude, you know the reason I said that? Because I was like, there's no way he came from the real Scranton all the way fucking here, because that would be crazy. That would be crazy. That's why I must have subconsciously said that, or I don't know where Scranton is. One of the two. One of the two. One of the two. Probably more like the other one. All right.